Hello everyone, Chuck here with the Salinas Public Library. I was inspired by Vincent van Gogh's The Starry Night, and with this painting I'm going to teach you how to paint a starry night in Salinas. The Adult Maker Kit will include an 11 by 14 canvas, brushes, and paints. It'd also be good to have a paper plate and a cup of water and some paper towels in order to dry your brushes. And now we are ready to begin. We're going to be using one of the large brushes, and we're going to start with the color blue. We're going to begin by painting the sky. Very easy, just add the paint as you go. Stroke by stroke, we're just going to color it all in with the color blue. For the sky, we are probably going to be painting in at least 3/4 of the canvas. So we'll take a little time here. Use as much of the blue paint that you can, and we'll just simply let the brush do its work. And one of the key things, and I'll share throughout, let's have fun. Now that we've finished painting the sky so far, we'll take our brush and we're going to clean it off with a cup of water. And then with one of the paper towels, you could dry the brush as well. At this point, what we're going to do is you'll want to grab one of your paper plates, and we're going to combine the blue and white colors by making a lighter shade of blue. Put a little blue on a plate like this, and then go ahead and add some of the white paint to the plate, just like this. And now what we want to do is mix the two colors together. This is going to give us a light blue. Now with the light blue paint, we are ready to paint in 2 waves. We will begin this angle here, and just with a beautiful paint stroke, paint in a little wave ending right here. And from this point we will continue, and then another curving wave-like form will end here. And little by little we're just going to paint in to add in a little more of the light blue. Feel free to add in as many strokes as you would like. So now with the smaller brush and the blue, we're going to add some dashes onto our waves. These dashes are kind of meant to give movement to the waves. As you can see, I'm just drawing simple little dashes as we go with the blue. Very easy, and add as many dashes as you would like. And now with the plate with the light blue, we'll use our brush and we're going to add small dashes along the outside of our wave. Again, this is just to give the impression of the movement. And there's a lot of fun in this. There's a lot of flow. Again, creating just a lot of movement. And let the strokes take form. Don't worry if some are larger or smaller than others. This is your painting. It is about having fun. We're now ready to paint the bottom portion of the painting, and this is going to be the field. We're going to paint it the color green by using blue and yellow. And this will be a lighter shade of green. So as you're mixing the two colors together, the blue and yellow, we will be adding more yellow. And as you do that, you will notice how lighter the green color will be. So once we get the color mixed together, we're now ready to paint our field. Simply use the paintbrush and start painting in, stroke by stroke, the bottom portion of the painting. Now we're ready to paint in the mountain range. We're going to use the green color again, but this time we're going to add more blue to the green. That way it'll create a darker green. And here basically what we're going to paint in are 4 mounds, kind of like a baseball mound. We'll begin here with our second one. And as you could see, you could still see some of the blue paint, and that's okay. Paint right over it. It'll be covered. And that's the beauty of it too. It adds its own colors. And you could still see the paint strokes, and that's okay as well. We'll add another mound here for our mountain range. And we'll complete the mountain range by adding one more mound. And with the paintbrush, we'll dab a little black on it and just add it a little bit more for the darkness of the mountain range. The strokes here is just to create a little more shadow and a little more darkness to the range. Again, have fun with this. It's good to see the strokes. It's good to know that these ranges, like everything else, it takes on its own form. Now we're ready to paint in the moon. We're going to be using the color yellow, and we're simply going to paint in a large circle. Add a little more yellow to our paintbrush. We'll add it to our moon. Now with a smaller paintbrush, we're going to add in some of the stars to the sky. Using the yellow paint, we're simply going to make some smaller dots on the canvas. And we're just going to place them right around the waves. And with the same brush, we'll add some yellow dashes along the waves. This is certainly adding more color to the waves. And again, as you see the dashes here, it is still to give that sense of movement and fun. Now that we're done with the color yellow and the dashes, we're going to use a smaller brush and use the color red to paint in more dashes on our waves. As shared before, this is to give the sense of movement. And as you can see, we are adding a lot more color. And for each star, we're going to simply place a little dot of the color red. Even adding little color to our stars. And with our larger brush and the color red, we're going to be coloring in a kind of the shape of a crescent C. And we're going to place this right on the moon up above, just like that. And coming back to the smaller yellow stars again, we'll use our smaller brush with the color red, and we're going to be adding some lines, little dashes right around the stars. Nice to see the various colors, and nice to see the color red here around the yellow. They certainly complement one another. And again, the dashes is to give the impression of movement. And we want to add some dashes now around the big yellow moon. Now that we're done with the sky, we're going to complete the field down below. We'll use the smaller paintbrush and the color black. And with the color black, we're simply going to add in a line to add to the field. And at this point, we're going to add in one line starting to the left-hand side. The purpose of adding these lines at an angle is to kind of give a sense that it's going towards the horizon line where it meets the mountain range. And we'll complete with the lines on the right hand side. And we'll add in one more line. And there you go. A starry night in Salinas. Well done.